Congratulations. Uh, how much were you in contact with your agent throughout this process? And can you take us to the finish line, kind of your reaction, how you found out that the deal had been finalized?
Yeah, it honestly took a little bit, something that a lot of back and forth and trying to figure out things and what I want and what they want. And talked a lot throughout it and helped walk me through it. Obviously my first real contract and like something that you can negotiate and go through. So it was a really cool process to be part of and something to, learn from and just get a lot of experience from it. And as once found out like, yeah, let's do the deal and made a decision. It was, super surreal feeling for myself and for my family.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Kalen Lumpkins. Kalen?
Hey Frank, well, I can give my congrats as well.
Thank you.
Now that you're here long term, how do you plan on handling the pressures of being one of the main anchors of the team's rebuild behind Bedard and company?
I mean, honestly, I don't see any pressure behind it. I'm gonna go into each season and each day thinking that I'm the best and just like believing in my process and what I can do. And honestly, I don't really think anything changes from here. It's the same me, same exact everything. It's just, a little bonus and, reparations for my play and what I can do. And I'm still super motivated and still want to be the best player I can be. And now I just want to win more than more than I did last year.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Ben Pope. Ben, go ahead.
Hey, congrats, Frank. And sorry, Ben, that I still can't find the raise hand function. But
It's all right. You're the only one, but it's fine.
for Frank, what went into your decision to go ahead and sign this extension now, rather than waiting till next summer?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different things that go into it. Um, I always say like just how much that I believe in myself and I'm just very confident what I can do. And that was kind of the hard part of trying to make the decision on this and kind of what took so long was like, you know, I I I think I always go into everything think I'm the best because like the day that you don't think you're the best is it's like you probably shouldn't be playing hockey and you got to have that confidence and just know that you can do this and that you're going to beat any guy out there. And so that was the part that took the longest was trying to figure out what I want to do in that regard. But I'm always a man of making the best decision at any time, even on the ice, trying to make the best plays at any time, and plays that are going to work out the most and is probably the best odds. And just it wasn't hard when you put all that stuff together to look at it in the long run and see that I could be in Chicago for 7 years and playing with the team basically of my dreams, a team that I want to be at and a city that I want to be at with a crew that you want to be with and players you want to be with. So it's an easy decision at the end. It's just like a lot of different things that go into it.
Uh, does this kind of remove a distraction from you for this coming season that now you don't have to think about this and you can just focus on your play on the ice?
I would say, I mean, I think anybody can really say like yes to a question like that, but kind of what I've been saying is like my approach to this season is going to be the same no matter if I signed the other day or if I signed at the end of the year or if I don't even sign or anything. I'm gonna go into the season and just I want to win. I want to play best hockey I can play and prove who I am and what I can do.
Thanks, Frank.
Next, we will go to Tab Bamford. Tab?
Sorry, I was muted. Congrats, Frank.
Thank you.
With I'd love to know. You talk a lot about wanting to be the best and seeing yourself as the best. With this contract in hand and the peace of mind that you're financially taken care of for the next number of years, how does your performance at the World Championships in this upcoming week working out with the USA squad, looking at potentially joining the Olympic team. How does that help your confidence with not just training, but also heading into the new season?
I think it's a huge thing, just, being able to play with guys of such high caliber and, be able to be that successful with them. And I learned a lot from world championships and from the guys that I played with, and such high end talent and high end names. And I mean, when you play with a team that close and just that talented, and us being able to put so much together, it's truly special. And that's what I want to bring to Chicago and to the team here. And it's everyone gets that taste of winning, and that feeling of what it's like to come together as a team. And that's something that I kind of want to focus on. And it definitely just builds a lot of confidence coming into this year and throughout the summer.
Have you heard from any teammates and any specifically enlightening or funny messages from guys? I heard Lucas Reichel overseas said something about looking forward to that first dinner.
Somehow, I guess they were hearing it in Milan before anybody heard it here. But yeah, like a bunch of guys reached out and were just saying some nice and funny things. All pretty similar. Like, dinner's on you. A few guys were mad that I didn't tell them before it went out, and just a lot of support and love, and that's something that you love to see, and is super super great, especially with a group like this.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Jay Cohen. Jay?
Hey, Frank, congratulations. You talked a little bit about wanting to play your best hockey. Like, what kind of types of things have you been doing this summer to prepare for this season? Like, or is there anything in particular that you want to add, or anything that you kind of focused on as you got ready for this season?
Honestly, it's the same approach as I go into any season. I think one thing that is pretty big for me that I like to focus on is just conditioning, and being able to go out there and play a full game every minute, every shift, and just be able to give it my all in all 82 games. This would technically be my first hopeful full year in the NHL. And even though I did play, an extreme amount of games last year with Rockford, and then with Chicago, hoping to just play that full 82 in the NHL and with Chicago, and get that feeling. So just coming in to be ready for that, and making sure my body's feeling great, and lungs and conditioning wise is ready to go each night.
With this new contract, is there a first purchase? Is there anything you're looking out to go out and buy now that you've got this new deal in place?
No, honestly, nothing. Honestly, I don't really think much changes. I'm gonna be the same old Frank, same old me, still determined and motivated, and it's just um like I said, just a bonus. That's it. I still want to win.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go back to Pat Boyle. Pat, go ahead.
Frank, you're kind of the first from this group to get an extension after being drafted under the, Kyle Davidson group. Do you think you set an example to, the organization, the other prospects that, look, I was in Rockford at the start last year, get called up. A lot of people didn't think it was going to be for the full season. Found my game, finished really strong, and look where I am now. Do you feel like that you can be an example and kind of the thing that brings this group together, and they try to achieve things that you have achieved at a short period of time?
For sure. Honestly, I hope that anybody who's put in the same position that I was put in, comes out on top and comes out with a head of steam, and and just absolutely lights it up and proves like what they can do. And I think that the crew here and the staff here honestly helped just an amazing amount. And I just know that if any player is able to do the same process that I went through, that they're going to come out on top just like I did, and be able to benefit and learn from it. And I always want to be a leader, and I always want to be someone that a guy can look at and try to learn from. And I'm learning from everyone too. So even even new guys coming in and guys that have been here. It's always something that you got to take advantage of is learn from everyone each day, every day. And I think that is definitely a good way to set the bar.
Have you been in contact with Bedard much? Obviously, as of July 1st, he was eligible to be able to have an extension. Have you talked to him, the business side of it? And have you also kept tabs on him through social media of what he's been doing this summer? It's with Celebrini and others.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of his summer skates and drills he's been doing. It's kind of been all over, and it's honestly it's fun to watch. He's one of those players that you can sit and watch all day. Just he just looks so fluent with the puck, and it's just it's just fun to watch him and learn from him. But honestly, the business side, haven't really talked much at all to him about it. It's kind of just more of being his friend and just messing around and joking with them, and just how excited we are for the year and excited to get going, and just knowing like that we're gonna come in ready and try to do a lot better than we have.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go back to Ben Pope, who has found the raise your hand function. Ben, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I finally found it. I was overthinking it. Um, well, what has your summer been like, Frank? It sounds like I heard that you've been in Chicago a lot of the time, just working out on the ice here. But what's your summer been like?
It's been pretty chill, honestly. It's a shorter summer with Worlds, being gone for so long and then taking some time off. I mean, you got to take some time off and rest. It's a long season, and then playing something like Worlds, which is similar to playing in the playoffs and those extra games, and they're hard games. So it's something that you got to let your body rest and recover from. But honestly, it's just been a simple summer of waking up, train, skate, repeat, and I mean, honestly, that's what I enjoy most. I love the grind, and it's kind of what you look forward to, and something that it's like makes you feel like a hockey player, and just like a person, and like you're accomplishing things, and it's a big confident booster.
Is there anything on the ice you've been working on?
Um, Honestly, I think just sharpening up my skills and sharpening up all the tools I have and things that I can do. It's pretty amazing, like seeing guys like Patrick Kane out there, and just how fluent and how strong they are in each position of the ice, in each play with the puck, and being able to learn from him and try to add some tools like that is something huge.
All right, thanks, Frank.
Next, we'll go to Derek Van Diest. Derek?
Hey Frank, congratulations on the contract. I just wanted to ask you, what was the biggest adjustment making the jump from the NCAA to the NHL last season, and how much better prepared are you for this season, having played those 53 games last year?
I'd say the biggest jump is probably just playing games every other day, just so many games in such a short amount of time. NCAA, you play 2 games on the weekend, and then you have the week of practice and recovery and rest, and then you go back and play another 2 games, and playing every other day, and sometimes back to backs, and then you're traveling and you're running around and you're doing all this, and you just got a lot going on, and being able to just figure all that out, and kind of just organize your life and slow things down and take care of your body and recover. And I think that was the biggest adjustment, and something that like this year probably take more advantage of.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go back to Jay Cohen. Jay?
Hey, Frank, I'm interested in how much interactions you might have had with Jeff Blashill this summer, and what has he kind of told you about either your game or your upcoming season, or like what he expects out of you?
Honestly, it's been great being able to talk to him. He's been around the rink a lot, and also back home in Michigan, and just being able to talk to him about what he expects from us this year as a group, and for myself personally, and how things are going to be. And he's expressed it a lot that like things are going to be tough, things are going to be hard. He's going to make it hard, and he expects the most from each and every one of us, and nothing but that, and just be ready for training camp. That's about it. Be ready to come in the year and get out flying. That's it.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go back to Kalen. Kalen?
Hey, Frank, I was just wondering, from the 53 games you played last season, what's the biggest lesson you learned that you're going to take into this year?
Let's see. Probably score more breakaways. No, I think that's it. Just execute on the chances I get, and that's about it.
Do we have any more questions for Frank? All right. Thank you, Frank, for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for spending some time with us today. That will conclude the availability.
Thanks, guys.